G'day, welcome to the Opal Mills. So here finally I get to say thank you. I know this is a long time coming because I'm well over the 500 mark, but just a thank you to everyone who subscribed. Making this channel what it is, it's absolutely awesome. Just gives me reason to keep doing what I'm doing because people actually want to see it. So thank you all, and for the participation, and those who've been buying some parcels and just helping make it all happen in that way. Believe it or not, everything counts. Makes it this wonderful experience for me anyway, and I'm very appreciative of that and just want to show that every now and then. So I've sort of got something figured out in my head and we'll see how we go with it. It's not easy just giving stuff away and figuring out who, so I'm sort of gonna go about it in a couple of different directions. So first would be the pieces that I'd been making that I said I'd be giving away. I don't know if the camera's going to do too well with that. There we go. That was that pendant I made out of a piece of black opal potch, no colour in the black, and just put some inlays in, just for, was a demonstration purpose really, but it looked kind of cool. So I thought I'll just give it a setting and make it all a pendant, and someone may like it. So that will be one of them. Over here was the double-sided doublet, or triplet doublet, something anyway. Call it what you like. It's two lenses with a slice of opal. One side didn't turn out as well as the other. As you can see, there's just some little, look like air pockets maybe. Something happened. That side's alright. Should have treated the opal. My apologies to whoever got it. It's a matrix, but oh well, now it's natural and it's still pretty cool. But I've chucked in a few of the triplets I'd also made. The first ones I've made. They may not be the best, but I gave it a go. That's what I came out with, and I'll try and get better done next time. But for now, I thought someone else might actually like these, and see what they can do with them. And over here was a stone I'd cut that had a bit of stuff going through it. Still a nice sort of stone. It's not too bad. It's got nice colours anyway. So that with these will be another one. And these are just some of the stones I've cut. Thought someone might really like. This one kind of has, right in the center there, a bit of an asteria pattern. Everything sort of goes to that little nucleus right there as you move it around. It's very weak colour, as in not super bright, but definitely noticeable. You can see it right there. Just this side of the red. So that's an interesting pattern anyway. A couple of nice little stones in there. So what I've thought of, I'll address these first. Not sure if maybe these are suited for people thinking of setting stones. So that was what these would be ideal for. And if possible, anyone that's starting out silversmithing or something, excellent, great to practice on. Hopefully go for a parcel or something you're going to be suited to. If you're interested in this piece, comment on this piece. So for these three, what I was going to do is just say, comment on the piece that you like out of these three. So this is one part of what I'm doing. So that'd be, this is one, this is two, and these two here are number three. Just comment on it. Tell me why you like it, what you might do with it. Not so much the pendant, but if you're into setting and all that sort of thing. And I'll just choose an answer I like. I'm pretty sure I'll do it that way. And leave it at that for those. So if you're interested in any of these three, yeah, drop a comment on that. If not, that's all good. There's other stuff here. I've done 3 parcels, just little parcels, with a bit of colour throughout. So awesome for practice. It's kind of a bit above practice material, some of it, but you know, it gives you a bit of a range on something to play around with as a giveaway. That's not going to cost anything, and if you mess it up, who cares? You have fun, that's the main thing. So I'll just quickly go through these 3 parcels and yeah, get them wet, show you a bit better. Bring some water over here. So I'll start with this one. I'll just chuck them in there. So this parcel's probably going to be suited for someone very new to it. So there's some decent pieces in here, but Dremel, I should have said. Doesn't mean exclusively Dremel, you can do what you want. But I thought these would be great to start practicing carving and maybe bring that crust off and see what faces that way with those bits of colour that go through. And you may get a bit of a few lines that run through, or do whatever you like with it, but have some fun. You could finish this with a Dremel. This could be cut. This is a nice little evenly cut piece with some little bits of colour. Try not to lose that when you're tidying up this side, but it does go down a bit, so you can sort of get a little roll on it. And yeah, just have fun with it anyway. Another bit like that. It's got a bit of colour there. May need to take it down there and see what's in there. It may go through actually a little bit, and you may get a bit of a face out of that. Depends what it does. But take it down from this side, or just make a pendant there. Either way, you probably have to take the back off a bit, unless you just like that for the look. Anyway, so a couple of bits like that in this lot. Bit of a mixed batch. I've mainly, designed it around Dremel, someone with a Dremel. So there's just a little bit like that. You probably just, lose that, make it a little stone if you wanted to. It's very thin, so the edge will come in a little bit. Nice little stone to be had in the center there. Or just keep it big as a pendant piece, and just trim up the edges so it's not so sharp. Yeah, don't do too much to this side, I suppose. Just, yeah, try and focus on that and practice. This is a couple of pieces in here, actually. These are from what I was noodling. That piece. Maybe that piece. So I thought I'd just chuck in some of this from my last trip when I said I was noodling. Come up with a few little pieces. So this has got a sort of a bit of a jelly base to it. Not sure if that'll come out, and you try and clean that sand out the bottom. Take this off the top and you get a sort of a little purple stone. Might be good for a doublet even, but yeah, a bit of fun. Again, this is for a practice, but at least you'll get something out of it, maybe, depending on what you add to it with your skills. So there's that. It's a bit mixed up and be great for a carving, just to tidy it up and see what's in there and add it to your collection, or see what you can do with it, who knows. Same again with that piece as the other bit before. Might take this face down and get a bit of a face out of there. This bit's just got a little window in here. You might be able to tidy it up again, Dremel. It had a bit of colour in there, so don't know what you'll be able to do with it. And this bit. It's a bit mixed up again. It's got some nice green around here. I'm not sure what this will do when you get into it with a Dremel, but you can sort of see the colour there coming through. So you just undulate it in and out with a Dremel and skin polish it. It'll be a good little piece to practice with. It might look half decent when you're finished, believe it or not. Have some faith in yourself. Couple of bits of shell. Where are we? That piece, I think maybe that piece. So yeah, here's a couple of bits of shell. A bit of slime on them from a while ago. These dried out, so I just re-wet them. Yeah, there's a little bit of colour in some of these. Good for specimen bits, some of it. I'm not too sure about actual stones, but you just tidy sort of usually the inside of these shell bits up and leave the outside with the detail. Not that there's super detail on this, but there's a little bit there. This piece, yep, leave this side. It's got the marks across it. I thought I'd chuck a nice piece in. You'll be surprised what you'll get out of that from this face under there. It's only on the surface. That'll look awesome. Just watch this edge, doesn't get too thin on you. But that goes in at least to that much of it. Don't try and cut a stone. Just tidy it up. Leave this side best you can. But anyway, another bit just to practice carving with, getting in and out and tidying it up and making this a nice little specimen bit. Sometimes you can end up setting them as pendants if they're interesting enough and it's worth the effort. There's another bit there, it's got a bit of colour. What comes of that piece, who knows? Bit of a mystery, adds to it. This was just an offcut of something out of another parcel and had a bit of colour, and I thought, it'd be good to practice dremeling just out the sand and see what can be done with it. It's only small, can't hurt it. Now this piece could be interesting inside, I'm not too sure, but it's got hints of reds, greens, everything in this piece. A bit of yellow, some blues. There's a nice yellow-red bar through there. Not sure if that's coming up too well on the camera. A little bit. So that may go across there, take this top down just bit by bit. It looks like it might curl the colour bar around and swirl it in. So just be careful you don't try and cut a flat out of a curve, because it won't. But yeah, you don't know what's in a little piece like that, and that'll be a bit of fun. I think that was it. All right, this bit I dropped. So that's just a nice bit to carve. It's got a bit of colour in it. Bit of interesting piece, really. Not sure if you'll get a stain out of it. Just watch that split there. I just noticed. Oops, sorry guys. I'm not going too far, but it does go in up the top here. So maybe if you've got access to a saw, you cut straight through there. Take out that split, and then you may get a green colour bar there. Face it up that way, and then get this stain out of it as well. Or just, yeah, Dremel out the fracture as best you can. So anyway, that piece is in there. So that's one parcel. I'll do this one next. This one's just got a couple of good bits of practice pieces. Off a bit. And this piece I bought in a parcel. This is from Lightning Ridge. It's got some really nice colour in that, but it does have some issues. With these, you see those little black dots in there? That's inside the stone. There's another one, another bit there, all the way across there, and then you got all this surface. So awesome for Dremel, and you might get something very interesting out of that piece. Who knows what it does in and under there? Looks a bit reddish pinkish just there, but don't think it goes in too far. But could be interesting. And that piece, again, probably a little stain down there, not too flash. Maybe leave it as a whole piece and just try and Dremel up best you can. Bit of practice. Again, these are just for beginners. I'll be working my way up, explaining all these, so keep your interest. But if you're a beginner, these are perfect for what you may want, along with some of this. Not sure, you might remember this from when I was cleaning up a parcel and I came across a bit like this, and I thought, oh well, still looks pretty interesting. It's got some nice colour. I haven't taken it right down yet. I've left a bit of meat in there. Who knows what you can make of it? That's up to you. Make some really tiny small stones, but I don't think the colour's there to just make it little. Keep it big. Clean it up. That's Lightning Ridge as well. Not sure on this piece, miscellaneous. It's got a nice little bar through there, and it's just the whole piece. It hasn't been touched by anything yet, unless it's broken apart, whatever. But there's no Dremels or anything hit this piece yet. Not by me anyway, and not what I can tell. So there's a little red bar in there, and this might be a skin that could get brighter. Who knows? Challenge for you is figure out which way you're going to cut it up. But I'd say that be the top. But you do what you like. A couple more bits here. It's got a few healed fractures. They may break up, may not, may hold together, and you just, again with the Dremel, tidy it up, see what you can make out of it. Try not to lose that colour. This piece is pretty interesting. It's got some really nice crystal colours through it. It's a little small stone. Should probably face that way, but it's up to you if you want to actually try and cut it that way, or keep it interesting from the side. That'll be something to play around with. Just a little bit like that. Might get interesting down there for you. Wouldn't go chasing it too hard, just in case you don't get what you think you're gonna. But that's the practice of this piece. So you tidy up this with your Dremel. It's very hard on my fingernail, but you'll get that out very easily with a Dremel. Just be careful you don't chew into the opal because it's thin just under there. Anyway, I'll let you play around with it. But just saying thanks. Nice little surprise in there maybe. See what you can do. And this last piece, it's a little bit mixed up inside there. Be good for a little carving. Good practice piece. And it's at least slightly big enough to hold before you probably end up on the dop stick. But yeah, so there you go. Another one for practice. Actually, I missed a piece. Here we go. I thought it had. This was the piece I wanted to show you. So I'm going to throw this in, and there is nothing wrong with this piece. There is maybe a bit of undulation through the surface. I was in the middle of doing this myself. Sorry I've made a start on it, but we would never have known what was in it otherwise, because there was none of this, just a couple of glints. So anyway, I got a start on it, and I've gone through my bits, and I'm looking how much I've got and how much I can handle, and I thought, you know what, someone's gonna absolutely love this piece as a gift. So this is a gift, and try not to lose too much more cleaning it up. It's sort of cleaned up to a probably out of 400, but just go gently. Might be a little spot there and still needs to come out, but you're gonna have a lot of fun with that bit. And don't panic, it's yours. Whoever gets this, you know, have fun. So that's that parcel. And this parcel, this is a Lightning Ridge pile. Again, for Dremel. So there's a really good chance you might get something interesting out of this. This shouldn't go all the way through, this should just be on the bottom. There you go, even with my nail. Yeah, so that'll just tidy up off the bottom, just gently with the Dremel on that, and then start hoping that doesn't go in too far. But either way, you can see you've got the black here, got that colour bar above it, and it may be a small stone, but that'll be a nice stone. Don't dismiss it at all. or leave it as a carving best you can if you can, because most of this will come off and reveal that part, and you'll have the rest of it as well. Do what you want. But there's that. Just a couple of little bits you might be able to get a stain out of. At least have some fun. I'm pretty sure you get a stain out of that. Nice little carving to be had there. Keep that for your collection, maybe. Nice little bit there. It'll be up to you if you want to leave that dark backing on and keep it dark green from the top, or take it off and or even cut it that way, who knows. It's a small stain to be had, but a bit of fun. Check the colour in that. So there's another bit to carve up and have a bit of fun. It's up to you whether you want to try and take the grey out and see if the colour's in and around and under it. Bear in mind that colour could be superficial and the core goes straight through to this bit, and once you take this off a little bit, it's gone. So this will help you understand the nature of the beast a bit and what we're playing with. A couple more bits. Something might come of that. Again, Dremel play, a bit of fun. This one's got a little bit of a bar through it there. Might get something nice out of it. It'll face up that way. It's a bit sharp there, so you'll probably lose that much of it. There might be a nice little something in there. Good luck. A little bit like that. Not sure what that one will do. Not sure if that all joins up. What'll tidy up under there. It's a nice little stone to be had. And this is just a piece of mostly potch. You might find a tinge of colour in hinting around here and there. You can chase it away, almost to nothing sometimes, trying to think, is it going to get brighter? Is it going to clear up? So hints of red there, a bit of purple. So anyway, start with that piece as you practice before you start getting on to trying to, and take it to the full polish. Don't worry about it if it's a, for lack of a better word, horrible looking piece. Make sure it's nicely polished so you know when you get to the other stuff, you'll do it justice. So, those three parcels, I reckon you pick a parcel you'd like to receive and we'll do another guess the weight on that parcel. I'd rather not run the risk of two parcels going to one person with this being only three. So maybe just pick the parcel you'd like and just guess the weight. And I'm not going to give any clues. You saw how I handled it. You saw the size of it in my hands. You can sort of guess. I'm going to leave this one open. So that's the guess one. This one comment on, and the next I'm not going to show. This will be my surprise, mystery surprise. So I've got something in mind for somebody on all the comments prior to this video that I'm going to just select, and something will go to that person for the reason I've chosen, which I'll reveal later. I won't hide it. Don't want to give it away yet. And that'll be something nice. But I'd also like to do a couple more things that I had in mind. Again, these are going to be mystery prizes. I'm trying not to give it away here while I'm talking about it. So I'll start flashing some of this back up on the screen. It's nice to look at while I'm rattling my gums. for that, I'm gonna have to do it a different way than the other two ways I'm doing here and try and be a bit creative. I'm gonna put one as, let me know what it is about Opal that you like. You know, in less than 20 words, let's keep it short. You know, just use a few keywords, I'll get the gist of it. And I'll just pick the answer I actually like the best. You know, just be yourself, just talk as yourself. I'm pretty clued in. I'll get what you mean. And yeah, just tell us what it is literally about Opal for you that you like. It's almost information farming here for marketing. No, I'm joking. But yeah, just, you know, I'll be putting in the description in this video, as I always put a description for all my videos, what's happening here, in case you're not following too much. So I'll explain slightly on how to get these, and if you're interested in those, and these. Now, when I say I don't want more than two people, one person to receive more than two, I mean of this. You can enter into this one with the guidelines I'm putting in for this lot with the parcels, and you can enter into this as well. And if you win one of these and one of those, that's fine. But yeah, and the third one I'm offering so far. So that will be, yeah, just let me know what it is about Opal. And yeah, be interesting to hear a lot of responses. And there's another, so there's three there, and of what I'm doing here, one's going to be giving to a comment in the past prior to this video. Another one will be the one I just stated with, let me know what you like about Opal. And the third one, which will be, and I'll let you know what this one is, but you're not going to see it. Not yet. That will be a parcel. A really nice parcel for someone to cut. So, and I don't mean these, but yeah, something nice. Hopefully you'll, yeah, do well with. It won't be big. It's a quality, not quantity, on the one I'm mentioning at the moment. Nothing to do with these. I'm just showing these for something to look at. And if you're interested in receiving that parcel, let me know which video of mine that you subscribed because of, and why, if you could. Just out of point of interest. And, you know, just be honest with the answer. Just, you know, obviously it'll be Opal related. And, yeah, it'd just be interesting to see why some people are here. So I'll use the opportunity for, yeah, gain a bit of knowledge about you guys, because I'm showing enough of myself and I'm not really getting to know you guys beyond comments. And so this will encourage you to comment, hopefully. And yeah, just let me know which one of my videos that you were watching that you said, yep, I'm going to subscribe. That's it. And yeah, just let me know what it was about that video if you could. That way, yeah, it'll be interesting to see all the answers. So I'll round this up with, I'll put in the description exactly what I'm talking about during this video, so it's all written down. So just check that out if you're not followed yet. And yeah, I'll be putting videos out during this week, and I'm going to leave it for a week, so it'll be Monday when this comes out, and Monday when I end it. So that gives a week for everybody around the world to have a bit of thought time, whatever you need, and get onto your answers if you want. And yeah, share a bit about yourselves, I suppose, and how you want to put that. So again, I'll mention exactly what I'm after, i.e. for the 3 mystery prizes. They will be obviously one out of your control. It's based on a comment that I've already received in the past, and I just want to say thanks. Another one, just let me know what you like about Opal, what specifically about Opal it is you like, 20 words or less. And that third one, for the one I'll mention, is going to be a parcel. Yeah, just let me know which one of my videos you subscribe to and what caused you to, what about it said, yep, I'm going to subscribe. And yeah, these ones will be the guess the weight parcels. So you just pick a parcel and guess the weight of that one. I know people can create other accounts and whatever. I'm trying to just be fair. That's all. So, on a system. And for these ones, just pick a parcel, let me know what it is you like about it. Again, just pick one. So it'll either be these, maybe it's because you just like Opal, maybe because you're thinking of setting, because you're practicing silversmithing or wire wrapping or anything. Same again with these. And if anyone actually wants that, yeah, just let us know what specifically about it seemed to appeal. It's a little bit, it looks like it's a bit rough. That's where I went out with the Dremel, but it got filled with the glue. So unfortunately it does sort of have that bit to it. I'm sorry. It is what it is, but yeah, anyway, looks really cool, I think. With, yeah, aesthetic appeal. I'm not sure if I should have made it into a pendant or not, or whether I should have left it as something to look at. But anyway, it's a pendant now. And yeah, if you want that, just let me know what specifically you like about it. Again, maybe you just want to wear jewellery, maybe you like the look of it, maybe it'll just, for whatever reason, maybe you want to give it away to somebody because you think they might like it, whatever. I won't be offended, honestly. With these, maybe it's because you're into Opal, maybe you just want to pull them apart because you don't like what I did to them. I don't know, whatever reason you may want these, or whatever reason you may want these. So that's those 3. Anyway, I'm going to stop repeating myself and end this video with, again, massive thank you. I'll get back to doing a video in a minute, which I'll get on probably shortly after this one, and plod along till next week, and I'll reveal who won what, or won. It's not a prize as such, it's not a competition. I'm just saying thank you, and I'm trying to do it in a creative way. So yeah, again, massive thank you to everyone. We're well over halfway to get a live stream underway, so that's going to be awesome. Also, Toronto Opal, if you're watching this, we discussed a stone that I even gave you a price for, and to say thanks to you for being part of the channel. If you're actually still interested in that stone at that price, just shoot me an email. But yeah, anyway, for everyone, thanks for being part of this. I'll end this here. Cheers.